draw you a visual of number 6. Cosine is which two sides, class? Okay, look in this problem. We don't have the angle, and all I know is that each side, if I divide adjacent over the hypotenuse, it's equal to 0.981. Basically, we have unknown lengths, because basically, whatever the two ratio is, when you divide it, you get 0.981. Now, I know enough math where you can just make this a fraction, and now you can say that the adjacent is 0.981, and this side is 1. The big idea is you're not sure what they are. The idea is that we have a ratio. Okay? So if I compare the ratio with a table, and your calculator's memorized the table, then we just find an angle. So let's go ahead and do number 7 first. Here I want to solve for x. In order to solve for x, I need to switch them. Everyone say switch. Draw the arrows, circle them. And in order to switch them, that's called the inverse. We have to write this -1. So now I have the inverse of sine of -1. Now we're going to switch the position, so that'll be 0.72 equals x. And then we're going to approximate x by looking to our calculator. So let's turn to our calculator. Make sure you're on degree mode. Now the inverse button is right above the trig function itself. So here's sine, and in the back there in blue is inverse of sine. So I'm going to have to press second sine 0.72 and enter. Now in this problem it does say, or it did not say, I wanted to tell you that we should round our answer to the nearest whole number, or nearest degree. So class, what would be the nearest degree? 46 degrees is our answer. Class, let's try this next problem. Class, how do I solve for x? We switch them. Circle your 2. Let's switch them. In order to switch them, you have to take the inverse. Inverse is -1. Class, tell me what to write. Cosine inverse parentheses 0.981 equals x. Here I have a calculator ready equation, which I expect on all of your quizzes, tests, and homeworks. Let's put it in there. So again, the inverse button is right above. So I'm going to press second cosine. There it is. And then 0.981. Class, around to the nearest whole. This would be what? Maybe you're like the person who doesn't like change in your pocket, so you're like, who needs 18 cents? This would be approximately $11. So x is approximately 11 degrees. Let's try the next one. Circle your 2. Class, how do you show the switch? Arrows. Okay, here's another way I usually describe it. The switch, like the light switch, looks like this. So to show that you're turning on the light switch, you better have that -1. Class, tell me what to write. Tan parentheses 1 equals x. It would be wrong if you forgot the inverse. Totally wrong. Put in the inverse of tangent. Our answer is 45. X is approximately 45 degrees. So, the students who struggle, or another word might be suffering, is those are the students who think calculator problems mean there's no work. No. Show your work step by step, and if you think about it, we only use our calculators at the very end when we show the calculator ready equation.